Hello, everyone, and welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for today's matchup between Atlantis University Atlanteans and check. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for today's matchup between the Atlantis University Atlanteans and your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. If everyone would please rise and remove your hats as we start today with a word of prayer. Dear Father, we thank you for the day that you've given us, and thank you for allowing us all to be here today. Lord, I ask that you let everybody play safe on the field today and keep everybody safe as we leave here tonight, God, and let us keep everything we do in your honor. In your name we pray, amen. First, the lineup for the visiting Atlantis University Atlanteans. Batting first, the center fielder, number 20, Lucas Moreno. Batting second, the shortstop, number 7, Elvin Granado. Batting third, the first baseman, number 28, Jonathan Vassallo. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 22, Gianni Rodriguez. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 11, Henry Estrada. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 23, Jason Septimo. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 2, Justin Suarez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 1, Jonathan Muselier. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 8, Joseph Cordoba. And the pitcher, number 18, Kevin Rodriguez. And now the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Batting first, the center fielder, number 11, Gabriel LeBron. Batting second, the second baseman, number 4, Sammy Coffrin. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 2, Josh Wharton. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 13, E.J. Alvarez. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 10, Parker Laffrey. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 6, Colby Kennedy. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 31, Juan Tahara. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 16, Josh Griggs. And the pitcher for the Eagles today, number 5, Will Van Sickle. Now, if everyone will please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College as we're ready for NCCAA baseball with the Eagles and the USCAA Atlanteans from Atlantis University. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and the first of two tonight between the Eagles and the Atlanteans, originally scheduled for a single 9-inning game to start at 6 p.m., but changed to a doubleheader tonight because of the forecast tomorrow late afternoon calling for heavy thunderstorms all over the city of Jacksonville. So we're playing two tonight, and right now the plan is to have one single 9-inning game tomorrow at noontime Eastern. We do plan to have that for you here on TBC Eagles, barring anything involved with the weather hindering that process. Here's a batting order in case you missed it very quickly for the Atlanteans. Center fielder Lucas Moreno, shortstop Elvin Granado, first baseman Jonathan Vasallo, third baseman Gianni Rodriguez, right fielder Henry Estrada, second base Jason Septimo, the DH Justin Suarez, left fielder Jonathan Musteeler, and the catcher Joseph Cordoba, with Kevin Rodriguez doing the pitching. There you see senior Will Van Sickle finishing up his warm-up tosses. And Van Sickle, the Jacksonville product, is 1-5 with a 4.91 ERA, making his 11th appearance, 8th start. He has one complete game and one save. Van Sickle has pitched 33 innings. He's allowed 39 hits, 27 runs with 18 of them earned. He has walked 15 and struck out 26. And the first man that Van Sickle will face is center fielder Lucas Moreno, and this ball game is about to be underway. Here's the first pitch, and it is low. No, he called it a strike. Looked a little low from up here, but Van Sickle got the call. Lucas Moreno hitting .310, no homers, 11 RBIs. As a team, the Atlanteans have homered 9 times. Van Sickle's breaking ball misses outside. So the count's even up at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 on the way, and this one hit hard but pulled foul and out of play, making the count 1-2. Defensively for Trinity Baptist, Parker Lafferty is in left. Gabriel LeBron back in the lineup. He's at center, and E.J. Alvarez is in right as Van Sickle gets a swinging strike 3, and Moreno is out number 1. At third base, Josh Wharton, the shortstop Colby Kennedy. Sammy Coffrin, as usual, at second base. Juan Tejera playing first. They're going to throw over and get the out. So apparently there was another pitch. That first one fouled off a little bit. And that is out number 1. Josh Griggs doing the catching with Will Van Sickle on the mound. So it took a little bit, but the play complete. Strikeout 2-3 on the official putout. Former Eagle Elvin Granado at the plate. 1 out, bases empty. Granado hitting .326. Van Sickle's first pitch is in the dirt. That's ball 1. Granado played his freshman year here at TBC and did a fantastic job as the primary leadoff hitter. 1 homer, 20 runs batted in. And he takes this pitch upstairs. And Granado ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. He has scored Hernandez, Edgar Aparicio, and Miguel Santana. The Atlanteans are 19-7 and 3-1 in USCAA competition. Van Sickle gets strike 2 on the inside corner. Trinity Baptist 9-18 overall. Nothing in 6 in South Region play, and that's all losses to the University of Fort Lauderdale. John Copeland, the head coach of the TBC Eagles. Here's a 2-2 and swing and a miss. Van Sickle has fanned his first 2 batters. Pitching coach Stephen Smith liking what he sees from his senior out there on the mound. Eagles are also assisted by Jordan Broden and Cullen Miller. 2 outs, bases empty. Jonathan Vasallo at the plate for the Atlanteans. .378, 2 homers, 24 runs driven in, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. Van Sickle 1-5. He's pitched a lot better than his record shows. .491 ERA, 1 strike, and a ground ball pulled foul down the left side. So Van Sickle again ahead of the hitter. Nothing in 2 this time to Vasallo. Van Sickle had the complete game win against Voorhees College 2 Saturdays ago. 0-2, and the breaking ball got away from him and missed upstairs. Tiny bit of a late start. Trinity Christian Academy had a ball game earlier this afternoon and beat Allen D. Nease 10-0 in 5 innings. Van Sickle's pitch is bounced up the middle, and a nice solid single for Vasallo, so he's aboard with 2 outs. First hit allowed by Will Van Sickle, and it brings up third baseman Gianni Rodriguez. Vasallo 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts, in case you're wondering. Rodriguez comes in at .356 with 1 homer and 20 runs driven in. And Sickle delivers, and this one is cued foul to the right side. So 0-2. Rodriguez steps out, readjusts, and back in the box. Down in the count, trying to battle from a 0-2. Runner at first is Vasallo. He's singled. Van Sickle delivers. Strike 3 call. Then, despite 1 hit, Will Van Sickle strikes out the side in the first. And after a half inning of play, we have no score. That'll give us a chance to go through the TBC batting order. Leading things off will be the center fielder, Gabriel LeBron. Batting second, playing second, is Sammy Coffrin. Ryan Onks, the designated hitter, will bat third. Cleanup hitter is Josh Wharton. He will bat fourth. E.J. Alvarez is in right, batting fifth. Good to see that his hand is all right. Had to come out of a game last weekend. Batting sixth in left field is Parker Laffrey. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Colby Kennedy. Juan Tejera getting the start at first base. He will bat eighth. And Josh Griggs will catch game number 1 and bat ninth for the TBC Eagles, with Will Van Sickle doing the pitching. And doing the pitching for the Atlanteans, number 18, Kevin Rodriguez. So Rodriguez, a freshman from Chaminade Madonna High School in Miami. He takes the mound with a record of 3-2 and a 3.98 ERA in 31 2/3 innings. He's allowed 19 hits, 16 runs, 14 of them earned. He has walked 21 men, however, but he has struck out 36. This is his 8th appearance overall and 6th start for Kevin Rodriguez. His last outing was on March 31st, 5 2/3 innings against Payne. 4 hits, but he delivers. And this one is swung on and missed, and that is strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout for Kevin Rodriguez, and it brings up Sammy Coffin. A ball and 2 strikes and a pitch. There's a chopper towards second. That's going to be fielded by Septimo, and he'll throw to first for the out. Takes the first pitch off the outside corner. Ongst has also driven in 11 runs. 1 ball, no strikes. And takes this one outside, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. And Rodriguez delivers and gets this one in the zone. So a count of 2-1. Jonathan Musteeler is in left field. Lucas Moreno in center with Henry Estrada playing right. This one goes outside. Count is 3-1. Gianni Rodriguez plays third. Elvin Granado is at short. Jason Septimo at second, and Jonathan Vasallo at first, with Joseph Cordoba doing the catching. Onks swings and fouls this one back. That fills the count, 3-2. 2 outs, bases empty. Payoff pitch coming from Kevin Rodriguez. And ball 4 puts Onks aboard. Now he's a DH, so he will do his own running this time. Josh Griggs is doing the catching, but I'm sure we'll still see Dylan Owens come out and run should Griggs get on base. So a strikeout, a ground ball, and then a walk, and that brings up the cleanup hitter, third baseman Josh Wharton.
Now at the bat, Josh Wharton.
Runner at first. Onk's decent speed, and Wharton has a big hole on the right side with first baseman holding on the runner, and the first pitch is upstairs. So 1 ball, no strikes. And Rodriguez from the stretch for the first time delivers. There's a liner into right center. That ball has a chance to get down. It does. Onks checks his base coach. They're going to wave him on in. And the throw to the plate will be cut off. Onks lost his footing but is able to dive back into third safely. That is a 2-out double for Josh Wharton. Ryan Onks started to try to score. Put on the brakes, fell to the ground, and was fortunate to get back. But Josh Wharton, line drive double into right. E.J. Alvarez has a chance to drive in two. Wharton at second, Onks at third. Alvarez at the plate, batting .265 with 16 runs driven in. He has Trinity Baptist's only home run of the season. And he cues this one foul on top of the Atlanteans dugout. He hit that home run right down the left field line on this field that cleared to 320. It is 320 to both lines, 360 to the alleys, and 400 to straightaway center. No balls and a strike to Alvarez. Chance to drive in a pair, and he fouls this one off. And that one, for a moment, looked like it might stay in play, but it snuck over the net, and Alvarez is down 0-2. First of two. And then the series finale tomorrow at 12 noon, a 9-inning game on the schedule. No balls, 2 strikes. Alvarez needs to protect. And that one just missed the outside corner. Good eye at the plate. And the count is 1-2. The right side, if he can poke one through, that would score 2. And the pitch. Ball 2. Backhanded by Cordoba to keep Onks at third and Wharton at second. 2 strikes, and the pitch to Alvarez is up and away to fill the count. First base is open, so Rodriguez, it is okay if he does lose the hitter. Waiting on deck would be red-hot Parker Laffery. Off the pitcher and making the catch to end the inning. Well, the Eagles get a walk and a double, but both of those were with 2 outs. And they strand 2 runners. After 1, no score. After 1, we have no score. Will Van Sickle against Kevin Rodriguez. Each gave up a hit in the first. Rodriguez also walked a man, but got out of it with a pop-up. Will Van Sickle struck out 3 in the first inning. Jonathan Fasayo, though, had a 2-out knock. And leading things off will be Henry Estrada, followed by Jason Septimo and Justin Suarez. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Top of the second, no score. Van Sickle's first pitch of the inning is a little bit inside. The wind has almost completely calmed down now. It's been off and on pretty much throughout the season, but especially. And ball 2 was low and inside and almost got him in the leg. Henry Estrada at 328 before that at bat. He's also homered twice. Van Sickle now working from the stretch. And a base hit into right. That puts a runner at first with 1 out. Good hard ground ball right through the open hole on the right side of the field. Hit number 2 for Atlantis, and the DH Justin Suarez will step in. Suarez is hitting .356, no homers, 5 runs driven in. And the first pitch got the inside corner. Septimo 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts. No balls and a strike, 1 out, runner at first. Throw over, and the runner's back in time. Jason Septimo singled. Modest lead, not too big, not too short. And Van Sickle misses outside. That's Josh Griggs behind the plate. Very likely to see Ryan Onks back there in game number 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Van Sickle delivers a breaking ball into left field. That's a base hit right between Wharton and Kennedy. Not hit all that hard, but he split the gap. Jonathan Musteeler at the plate. Septimo's at second. Suarez is at first. And Musteeler comes in with an average of 306 and 20 runs driven in. Fouls the first one out of play. No balls and a strike. And this one is lifted into center. LeBron will make the catch. A runner's tagging. The throw to third will be late. Wharton, no, putting on the tag just in case Septimo took his foot off. There are 2 outs. Both runners are in. Two men in scoring position, but there are 2 out. And Van Sickle delivers and misses upstairs. Both men hit their way aboard. 3 total hits for the Atlanteans. Septimo and Suarez both singled. 1 ball, no strikes. Van Sickle's pitch right down the middle. So 1-1. And Sickle with the 1-1 and hit hard but foul. So ball and 2 strikes. Eagles will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the second. Lafferty, Kennedy, and Tejera. No wind at all right now. Hasn't blown hard at all today. Highest has been about 8 miles per hour. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Cordoba chased one that looked like it might have been a little bit above the strike zone. Well, the Atlanteans get no runs on 2 hits and leave 2. Bottom of the second coming up. We have no score. For Trinity Baptist, Parker Laffery, Colby Kennedy, Juan Tejera, the scheduled hitters, 6, 7, and 8. And then number 9 will be Josh Griggs, and then we'll start it all over. Kevin Rodriguez walked a man and allowed a double in the first, but did not allow a run. And he finishes up his warm-up tosses. Still a lot of baseball left to play in the 2023 season. Eagles have one regular season home series left. That will be against Toccoa Falls College starting 2 weeks from today. Right now the schedule is a single Friday night game and a doubleheader on Saturday afternoon. We are hosting the South Region Tournament here at Trinity Ball Yard. Atlanteans will play United International College on April 11th and on April 14th. Those are their next 2 ball games. Here's Parker Laffery leading things off for TBC. And he takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Laffery's hitting .326. No homers and 14 runs driven in. No balls and a strike. He chops one towards second. A nice play. Reaching behind him is Jason Septimo, and he spins around and makes a perfect throw in time to get Laffery. Goes down as a simple 4-3 in the book, but that was an incredible play. Had to slide. He was actually reaching behind him, turned, and then made the perfect throw. So 1 out, bases empty. Colby Kennedy at the plate. 155. Like we said last week, he's starting to heat it up. Takes the first pitch for a strike. He was under 100 for most of the season, but he's gotten some hits and some clutch hits as well. 0-1 and a pitch. Little cue shot towards first. That's an easy play for Vasallo. Steps on the bag, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the second. Juan Tejera, he is 2T as his teammates. Change up that is hit pretty well towards left, but on the line and unfortunately right at Jonathan Musteeler. So the we played 2, and nobody has crossed the plate just yet. The Atlanteans do have 3 hits off Will Van Sickle. The Eagles have 1 off Kevin Rodriguez. And the top of the order for Atlantis is due up. Lucas Moreno, Elvin Granado, and Jonathan Vasallo. Van Sickle has thrown the ball really well. Septimo and Suarez got a couple of hard base hits off him in the second, but he got a pop-up and a strikeout. And the first pitch to Moreno. It's in there for a strike. Moreno struck out his first time up. Had to be thrown out going to first. The 1-0 is down in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. And Sickle works always from the stretch, and he misses outside. That's ball 3. Heart of the batting order coming up next. 3 balls, no strikes. And Van Sickle delivers and gets this one in for strike 1. Time called as a came in onto the field to play. And now we're ready to resume. 3-1 to count on Granado. And strike 2. Granado taking that one. It was in the zone, but not what he wanted. Jonathan Vasallo. 1 for 1, a base hit in the first inning. And Sickles' first pitch. And this one is lined into left. Another base hit for Vasallo. He's now 2 for 2, and he's aboard with 2 outs, just like he was in the first. Good, solid line drive. So he singled to center and now to left. And now Gianni Rodriguez at the plate. He was called out on strikes in the first. Two outs with the runner at first and a breaking ball for a strike. Nothing in one. Van Sickle checks the runner over his back shoulder and misses with an off-speed pitch. Counts even at 1-1. And Van Sickle delivers a breaking ball and a beauty for strike 2. Rodriguez now battling from behind in the count. Tejera holding the runner. There goes the runner, and a high pop-up. Sammy Coffrin, second baseman, calls for it and puts it away. And that ends the inning. A 2-out single, but nothing else for the Atlanteans. Bottom of the third coming up. We have no score. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the third. Josh Griggs, Gabriel LeBron, and Sammy Coffrin are the scheduled hitters. That's 9, 1, and 2 in the batting order. The Cubs beat the Rangers 2-0 earlier today. Mets all over the Marlins 9-3. Those are the only 2 finals in. Orioles lead the Yankees 4-3 in the 5th at Camden Yards. Reds and Phillies tied at 2 in the 6th at Philadelphia. And Josh Griggs gets ready to step in for Trinity Baptist. Griggs at 0-9-1. He is 1 for 11 on the season. Rodriguez with his first pitch. And it's on the inside corner for a strike. Rodriguez had a perfect second inning. Walked 1, struck out 1, and allowed 1 hit in the first. 1 strike on Griggs, and the count's now even at 1-1. A ball and a strike. And that one is in there, an off-speed pitch for strike 2. Rodriguez not overpowering, but he's changing speeds and mixing up his pitches pretty well so far. He's ahead of Griggs 1-2. And misses with the fastball up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a breaking ball got him. That is strikeout number 2 for Kevin Rodriguez. 1 out, base is empty. Gabriel LeBron was the first strikeout victim of Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes a long time between pitches. Now gets the sign he likes and winds and delivers. There's a looper down a right field line. That's slicing and foul. LeBron did the same thing in the first inning. He came closer to a fair ball than that one was. Got out in front of it and put a little too much slice to it. Just like my golf shot. So no balls and a strike. Coffrin up next, followed by Angst and Wharton should the inning continue. Here's the 1-1, and that is low and inside. So 2 balls and a strike. And Rodriguez ready and a pitch. Another change up, and this one in the zone for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's a line drive, well hit, but right at the center fielder, and the catch is made by Lucas Moreno. He took about 2.5 steps and made the catch. Eagles have done that a few times already. Hit the ball sharply, but right at an Atlantean defender. Also had Jason Septimo make a terrific sliding grab and getting an out at first. Sammy Coffrin grounded out to second his first time up. 2 outs, bases empty, and a chopper right back to the pitcher. And that should be an easy 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Rodriguez. After 3 complete, no score. Both pitchers shutting out the offense through 3 innings, and now Will Van Sickle will face 5, 6, and 7. Henry Estrada, Jason Septimo, and Justin Suarez. The Atlanteans do have 4 hits off Van Sickle, but no runs. No walks and 4 strikeouts for the senior from Paxson High School as he gets ready to throw his first pitch of the 4th. Septimo is 1 for 1. Laced a base hit into right his first time up. And Sickles' first pitch is a breaking ball. Broke a little too soon for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And there's a drive. Well hit to right center. Alvarez on the move, but won't get there in time. That's going to be extra bases. And a leadoff double for Henry Estrada. He's now 2 for 2. So Estrada starts things off with a 2-bagger. And it brings up Jason Septimo. And we're going to have ourselves a pinch runner for Henry Estrada. No, he just went back to get rid of the shin guard. So he's back there at second base. Septimo trying to drive in the runner from second. Squares around, shows bunt. The ball's in the dirt. That's ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes. Ball just kept on going. Estrada hit the ball very well. Looked for a moment like Alvarez had a beat on it. Then that ball took off on him. And a leadoff double. Coffin trying to hold him close. And Septimo bunts and fouls this one off. And it's 1-1. And he knows he chased one out of the zone. Even though you're bunting, you want to make sure it's a good pitch. Tejera charging in from first. Wharton has to stay home in case there's a play at third, which means Van Sickle will have to cover the third base side. 1-1, Septimo showing bunt again, moves up in the box and tries to bunt and goes right through it. Probably fortunate because it looked like his front foot was out of the batter's box, and if he puts that in play fair and it's called correctly, he would be out. He's down 1-2. Let's see if he tries to show bunt again. No indication as of yet, and a pitch. And he takes it down low, and the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. First walk allowed by Van Sickle. And there are 2 on with nobody out. Justin Suarez at the plate. He is 1 for 1, had a base hit in the second. Got as far as second base, but no further. That's when the Atlanteans left runners in scoring position, 2 of them. And now they're threatening in the fourth with 2 on and nobody out. Suarez drops down the bunt, and he's going to beat this out. There will not be a throw. He didn't square around. He surprised everybody, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. That puts Estrada at third and Septimo at second. Hit number 6 for the Atlanteans. And Jonathan Musteeler at the plate. Flew out to center his first time, but now he has the bases loaded and nobody out. A bunt single. Loads him up. Van Sickle's first pitch. Swung on and missed. And if you talk about needing a strikeout, this is the time right here. Nothing in 1. And ball 1 evens the count. Nowhere to put the batter. A ball and a strike. Ground ball into left field. 1 run is in. Another man will race around third to throw to the plate. It is off target. A missed cutoff man allows the hitter to take second base. A 2-run single for Jonathan Musteeler, and Atlantis leads 2-0. He cruised through the first 3 innings. Then a double, a walk, a bunt single. And now the 2-run single into left. Drive into left center. That ball's going to be caught on the dive. Gabriel LeBron. A runner will tag from third. He will score, but LeBron makes a fantastic catch. That goes as a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Cordoba. Third run is no balls and a strike. Check of the runner at second. Van Sickle delivers and gets it in for strike 2. Diving catch by LeBron. Got an out and saved another run. 3 runs are in. 2 driven in by Mustealer, 1 by Cordoba. And the 0-2. That one is lined and a fair ball down to left field line. Mustealer will score, and Moreno has himself a 2-out RBI double, and it's 4-0. Elvin Granado, the next scheduled hitter, but time called, and that might be it for Will Van Sickle. 4 runs are in. There are 2 outs. We'll be right back. Ben Van Sickle makes his 11th appearance. He has started twice. No wins, 1 loss, a 6.75 ERA. He has totaled 12 innings, allowed 16 hits, 17 runs, 9 earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 7. And he inherits a runner at second with 2 outs and 4 runs in. Will Van Sickle cruised through the first 3, but then had a lot of trouble in the 4th. So Ben Van Sickle delivers his first pitch and hits the batter. That'll put runners at first and second with 2 out. Jonathan Fasayo has already singled twice. He's 2 for 2. Another one could drive in a run. For nothing, and the Atlanteans threatening for more. And this one is low. That's ball 1. One ball, no strikes. This is Ben Van Sickle. Turns and throws to second, and the runner's back. Eagles will have 3, 4, and 5 due up. Angst, Wharton, and Alvarez. One ball, no strikes. Tejera playing in front of the runner at first base, and Van Sickle delivers and misses low for ball 2. Atlantis 19-7, 3-1 in USCAA competition. And Sickle delivers. There's a ground ball foul down to third baseline. Fasayo will step back into the box. Eagles go to Thomas University on Tuesday, April 11th for a 4 p.m., 7 p.m. doubleheader. Swing and a miss. Van Sickle took a lot off the changeup and had Vasallo way out in front. Eagles then have 10 days off before their final home games in the regular season against Toccoa Falls on April 21st and 22nd. A ball and 2 strikes. And a ground ball snared by Coffrin at second. He will flip to second for 1, throw to first, not in time. That'll be a fielder's choice. Vasallo beats the throw to first. "4-6" on the put out at second. And Gianni Rodriguez at the plate. Coach Copeland wants to talk with the base umpire. I'm guessing about that call at first. The call was safe, so Vasallo's at first on a fielder's choice. That final home series with Toccoa Falls, April 21st and 22nd, and then the regular season ends at Florida National, April 28th and 29th. Rodriguez, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Takes the first pitch inside. Rodriguez has struck out and popped up to second. The first 4 batters reached, 3 hits and a walk, and all 4 have come in. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. One ball, no strikes to Rodriguez. High fly, slicing out of play down the right field line. So the count is 1-1. Ball and a strike. Runners going, and Vasallo looks like he's trying to steal a run, and they're just going to let him take second base on a defensive indifference. Vasallo had stopped right in the middle of the base pass, but the Eagles not falling for it. 2 outs and now 2 strikes with 1 ball on the batter, Gianni Rodriguez. And time called. There's a drive into right. Alvarez right there to make the catch. Ball hit sharply on the line. However, the Atlanteans, they do get 4 runs and they leave 2. After 3.5, it's 4-0 Atlantis. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Eagles. Ryan Ongst, Josh Wharton, and E.J. Alvarez. 4 runs in the top of the 4th for the Atlanteans. That's a score as TBC comes to bat. Ongst walked his first time up, got to third base, but did not score. Kevin Rodriguez starts his 4th inning of work. He's allowed just 1 hit. And the first pitch is in for a strike. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Nothing in 1 to Ongst. And he swings and fouls this one back. And he's down 0-2. Rodriguez ready. No balls, 2 strikes. And a ground ball headed up the middle, but Granado's going to field it and throw to first as Wild. Ongst will take off and stop as he slipped once again. And Ongst is aboard. That's going down as an error on the shortstop. And Josh Wharton, 1 for 1, doubled to right his first time up. He steps in with the runner at first and nobody out. And Wharton takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike. And that one is upstairs, almost like a pitch out. So the count is 1-1 to Josh Wharton. Ongst leads off first. Swing and a miss at a changeup. And Rodriguez ahead 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Rodriguez delivers a high pop-up. Very shallow center field, just past the dirt, and the catch is made by Septimo, 1 away. Brings up E.J. Alvarez, who popped up to the first baseman his first time. Rodriguez is tied with Cesar Morales for the team lead and wins with 3. Alvarez fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Ongst, the beneficiary of a wild throw from the shortstop. He's at first with 1 out. That one plunks Alvarez on the back of the shoulder. He will hustle to first, and TBC will have 2 on with 1 out. And it brings up Parker Laffery, who grounded to second his first time up. That was the really nice play by Septimo. Talked about a couple of times already. So Laffery, an RBI opportunity. He has driven in 14. And Rodriguez checks the runners, steps off. Eagles in the dugout trying to help get a rally started, cheering on Laffery. There is 1 out. And the first pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. Rodriguez dropping down from the side on that first pitch. 0-1. Drops down again. This one is grounded towards third and foul. Johnny Rodriguez stepped on the bag and was ready to make the throw to try to end the inning, but the ball took a left turn in the air. Lafferty, though, down 0-2. Rodriguez taking his time, getting his sign, checking the runners, and the 2-strike pitch. And that one grazes Lafferty, and he will hustle on to first. And the Eagles have the bases loaded with 1 out. That will put Ongst at third, Alvarez at second, and Lafferty at first. It'll bring up Colby Kennedy, grounded to first. His first time up. Now we have a conference on the mound. Head coach, Mr. Willie Vasquez. This is only the second season of Atlantis University baseball. Coach Vasquez leading his team to a 19-7 record. They had a winning record last year in their first year as well. So far this season, Atlantis has won 2 out of 3 against Trinity Baptist. These two teams met on February 17th for 2 and split a doubleheader. Trinity won the first game 12-10, and Atlantis came back to win the second game 15-2, and then the next day won the third and final game of the series 10-2. Big opportunity for Colby Kennedy and the TBC Eagles. Bases are loaded, 1 out. And Rodriguez delivers and gets one I thought was a strike, but it was called inside. So 1 ball, no strikes. Jam of the afternoon. And a pitch. A changeup lifted high towards left. Ongst will tag. That ball's going to be foul, out of play. Mustler was closing in on it, but the ball just sailed over the left field fence and out of play, and the count is 1-1 for Colby Kennedy. Would have been a very tough throw for Mustler. Ongst runs pretty well. He was tagging and ready to score. Bases are still loaded. A ball and a strike to Kennedy. There's a ground ball towards short. 2-1. Over to first. It is in time. Low throw scooped out by Vasallo, and the Eagles come away empty. An error and 2 hit batsmen, but then a 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. After 4, it is 4-0 Atlantis. Ben Van Sickle will start his first clean inning of work, 2/3 of an inning so far. Came in relief in the fourth, hit a batter, then got a ground ball and a line drive to retire the side, but that was after Atlantis scored 4 times. And it's 4-0 as we go to the top of the fifth. Eagles had a huge opportunity. Kennedy hit the ball hard, but Granado made a nice play, and the defense turned it into an inning-ending double play. TBC comes away empty, and it's 4-0 here in the fifth. 1 ball, no strikes to Estrada, and he chops one right up the middle and into center field for a hit. A bouncing ball, not hit hard at all, but right over the second base bag. Jason Septimo is 1 for 1 plus a walk, and he scored a run in the 4-run fourth. Runner at first, nobody out. And Sickles' pitch. Septimo showed bunt, pulled back, and took a strike. Not sure he agrees with the call. He tried to bunt last time up unsuccessfully, and then ended up drawing a walk and scoring a run. Squares around again, and Van Sickles' throw is in the dirt. It's wild. And a runner around second takes a big turn, but Tejera got to the ball quickly and kept the runner right there. That'll be a throwing error on the pitcher. And now Septimo with the runner at second and 1 strike. Let's see if he squares around again. Van Sickle checks that runner. Bunt is shown. The bunt is put down. Van Sickle will throw to first. Coffrin covering and drop the ball. A run will score, and that's an error on the second baseman. No RBI, but the run scores, and it is 5-0. At the moment, that run is unearned, pending what happens from here on. Here's Suarez. He shows bunt, goes right through it. Griggs able to pick it up quickly. Suarez has singled twice, once on a line drive, once on a bunt. That happened in the 4-run fourth. And there's a ground ball foul. No balls and a strike. 2 balls came at Van Sickle. He's going to throw one back. Base hit into center started the inning. Then a throwing error on a pickoff, and then a fielding error on the bunt. Credit Jason Septimo with a sacrifice bunt. The pitch is low. Runner's going. The throw down is in time. Septimo thought he got in, but the tag applied by Coffrin, and that is out number 1. Van Sickle's pitch fouled off. Jonathan Mustelier at the plate. Bases are now empty. And this one is fouled back. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. And this one misses outside. And this ball is chopped. And it is foul. What we failed to mention is on that caught stealing, strike 3 as well. So a strikeout, throw out, double play. So Suarez is out. Jonathan Musteeler at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle, after a tough inning, a chance to get out of it with just the 1 run. And a ground ball at first. Tejera will pick it up. Van Sickle covering. And he'll win the race to the bag, and that ends the inning. So 3-1 on the putout, 1 unearned run, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Atlantis leads 5-0. Juan Tejera, Josh Griggs, and Gabriel LeBron will lead things off. The Eagles trail 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th. And Tejera lined out hard to left his first time up. Kevin Rodriguez has allowed just 1 hit through 4 innings. He has walked 1, struck out 2. And his first pitch to Tejera is a fastball high for ball 1. Griggs on deck, then the top of the order. Eagles trying to rally from behind. And this one is pulled foul, and the count is 1-1. Game 2 coming up about a half hour after the conclusion of this one. We'll stop the feed and start up a brand new one as the gentlemen take the field, ready to begin Game 2. 1 ball, 1 strike, swing and a miss at a fastball. And Tejera with some great sportsmanship, telling the pitcher, made a nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez for the windup. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. JT knew it, and that's out number 1. Strikeout number 3 for Rodriguez. Josh Griggs was strikeout man number 2 for Rodriguez. That came leading off the 3rd inning. So 1 out, base is empty. And Griggs tried to check his swing and fouled it off. Not quite as many clouds overhead as we had when we started the ball game, but they're still very well within view. And a breaking ball got the inner half for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. And that one just missed the outside corner. Both Rodriguez and Cordoba thought they had a strikeout. Rodriguez gets ready. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one misses high for ball 2. Counts even at 2-2. Griggs trying to get on base, start a rally. And a pitch. And this one is up and in. That fills the count. Three balls, two strikes. And a pitch. Swung on and missed. That is strike three. Two strikeouts in the inning, and it brings up Gabriel LeBron. LeBron has struck out and lined to center. And Rodriguez ready with the windup and the first pitch to LeBron. He tried to bunt and went right through it. LeBron has really good speed. He gets that ball down away from the pitcher. He has a good chance. Both corner infielders are well back. LeBron tried to take advantage of it, but missed. Actually, they said LeBron held up the bunt in time. So that first pitch was ball one, and this one misses for ball two. So 2 balls, no strikes. And a changeup on the outside corner. Not the pitch LeBron was looking for. So the count's 2-1. Rodriguez has looked very sharp this afternoon. A breaking ball swung on and fouled straight back. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Bottom of the 5th. Eagles trail 5-0. There's a line drive into right. However, easy catch for Henry Estrada, and that ends the inning. 2 strikeouts and a line out. Nothing doing for the Eagles in the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's 5-0 Atlanteans. Joseph Cordoba, Lucas Moreno, Elvin Granado, 9-1-2 in the batting order, facing Ben Van Sickle. 1 2/3 innings so far. 1 unearned run charged to him. Over in relief for Will Van Sickle. Got the first pitch in there and misses with this inside fastball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Van Sickle is swung on and missed. So the count of 1-2. And Van Sickle delivers and bounces one in the dirt. That evens the count at 2-2. 2, 3, and 4 due up for TBC in the bottom of the sixth. Coffrin, Ongst, and Wharton. And Van Sickle delivers, and this one is fouled off. Cordoba went down on strikes in the second. Got a sacrifice fly, actually a line drive that was caught on the dive by center fielder Gabriel LeBron. Did bring home a run. The 2-2. There's a chopper towards short. Kennedy fields, throws in time. So 1 out. Brings up the top of the order, center fielder Lucas Moreno. He is 1 for 3. Got an RBI double in the big fourth inning. Put that one almost right down the left field line. Van Sickle delivers and misses outside. The 1-0. That one is low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. This one is driven into center field. That's a base hit. Line drive right up the middle. They're using the middle of the field very effectively. So the runner at first with 1 out, and Elvin Granado at the plate. Hit by a pitch last time up. 0 for 2. And the first pitch he shows bunt and takes a strike. Nothing in 1 to Granado. Runner at first, 1 out. And Van Sickle throws to first. It's close, but the runner's back. That's Moreno at first. Runner not going and swung on and fouled off into the Atlanteans bullpen. Moreno 9 for 12 in steal attempts. Nothing in 2. Van Sickle checks the runner, gets a big lead, takes an extra step, and the throw over gets away, and Moreno will have at least second base. He checks his coach, and he's going to go for 3. Alvarez with the throw. It is on target. It is in time. That's going to be an error on the pitcher, allowing Moreno to take second base, and then a 3-5 putout at third. Alvarez likes to throw the ball, and he has a terrific arm, and he gets another outfield assist. So the runner is erased. There are 2 outs. Again, throwing error on the pitcher, and then a 9-5 putout, not 3, my mistake. And a pop-up from Granado. Alvarez giving chase, and it's out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Granado. And he tried to check. Griggs will throw to first just in case, and now they'll check about the swing, and he went around, and that's strike 3 and out number 3. So Van Sickle faces the minimum thanks to the great throw by E.J. Alvarez. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 5-0 Atlanteans. Eagles need to rally, trailing 5-0 as they come to bat in the bottom of the sixth. They do have 2, 3, and 4. Sammy Coffin, Ryan Onks, and Josh Wharton. And they're still facing Kevin Rodriguez, who was allowed just 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. He has hit 2 men. Eagles have had a couple of opportunities, but some really good defensive plays by the Atlanteans have thwarted those efforts. Coffin is 0 for 2. And Rodriguez's first pitch, he drops down almost submarine, but misses for ball 1. It's turned into a really nice Friday afternoon. Good Friday. And the pitch. That one is driven into right field, and that's the second base hit of the game for Trinity Baptist. A leadoff single, good start to the inning. And Ryan Ongst is at the plate. He has walked and reached on an error. So 0 for 1 officially. And he has Coffin at first. Down by 5, not likely to put runners in motion and risk getting them thrown off the base pass. Onks has had a terrific second half of the season especially. Still hitting the ball hard well, but he had a stretch where everything he hit found grass. And last few games, everything he has hit hard has found somebody's glove. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch shows bunt, drops it down. The throw will go to first, and it is in time. Sacrifice bunt for Ryan Ongst, putting Coffin at second base. And a 2-3 putout. And it brings up Josh Wharton, who is 1 for 2. He's gone to the right side both times. First time for a 2-base hit, and a second time pop-up caught by the second baseman. RBI opportunity for Josh Wharton. Coffin at second, 1 out. And Rodriguez hits Wharton in the back. That's the third man that Rodriguez has hit. And Wharton will take off the guard, and he'll head on to first, and he also will sprint. Only concern there is making sure you don't hurt yourself in the process. So 2 on, 1 out. E.J. Alvarez at the plate. Rodriguez has allowed just 2 base hits, but he has hit 3 batters. He's walked 1. Alvarez was one of those 3. In fact, he was the first of the 3. 2 of them came back-to-back in the 4th. That's when the Eagles had what was their biggest threat of the night so far, but a double play ended that inning without a run scoring. So Alvarez looking to drive in at least 1, takes a big swing and fouls this one back. No balls and a strike to Alvarez. And another big rip, and Alvarez a little late on the fastball, fouls it off. Now he's down 0-2. Orioles lead the Yankees 7-5 in the 8th. Phillies 5-2 over the Reds. That game's in the 9th at Philadelphia. 0-2. The pitch misses outside. Mariners and Guardians tied at 3 in the 6th. Astros 1-0 at Minnesota. That game's in the 6th. White Sox and Pirates are tied at 7 at Pittsburgh. They're in the 5th inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Alvarez. High pop-up on the infield. The infield fly is in effect, and Granado makes the catch for the out. 2 outs. Eagles have an opportunity, but now they have 2 out. Royals lead the Giants 2-1 in the 5th at San Francisco. A little bit later, Oakland at Tampa Bay, San Diego in Atlanta. Later on in that, St. Louis at Milwaukee, Washington at Colorado. 2 West Coast games are Toronto at Anaheim and the Dodgers at Arizona. Parker Laffery now have to get the runner in from second. And there's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Coffrin will have to hold up, and that's because Estrada was playing very shallow. Vasallo went after Laffery, and Laffery got in under the tag. Vasallo thinking that Laffery might have turned and tried to go to second. And now Coach Vasquez wants to ask the base umpire all about that call at first. And the 2 umpires will get together. Usually they don't overturn, but nothing wrong with conferring and making sure. Estrada was playing shallow, charged in, and hit the cutoff man exactly like he should. And Vasallo thought Laffery might have turned and made a move towards second. It's not just which way the body turns, but did the base runner make a move towards second base? The umpires confer. They say no. And Laffery got in under the tag anyway. That's a base hit into right for Parker Laffery. It's only the 3rd hit for TBC. Colby Kennedy bounced into the 6-4-3 DP that ended the 4th inning. There are 2 outs. Base hit likely to score 2. Coffrin at 3rd, Wharton at 2nd, Laffery at 1st, and the first pitch fastball for a strike. Kennedy thought it was way outside. He has a big smile on his face. No balls and a strike. Rodriguez from the stretch with the bases loaded. And that one is outside. Another opportunity for TBC, but they have 2 outs. A ball and a strike. Bases loaded and the pitch. There's a pop-up into right. That should be caught. And Estrada puts it away. For the 2nd time, the Eagles load the bases but do not score. After 6, it is 5-0 Atlanteans. New pitcher for Trinity Baptist, making his 2nd appearance of the season. A freshman from Bozeman High School in Panama City, Florida, Derek Hancock takes over for Ben Van Sickle, who did a very nice job in relief. 2 2/3 innings, just 1 unearned run with 1 strikeout. So Derek Hancock on the bump for TBC. Again, just his 2nd appearance, 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He also walked 2 and struck out 2 in his only outing. And he is going to face the heart of the batting order, 3, 4, and 5, Vasallo, Rodriguez, and Estrada. 4 runs in the 4th for the Atlanteans. They got an unearned run in the 5th. That's the scoring summary. Kevin Rodriguez has pitched 6 scoreless for Atlantis. 3 hits, just 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, but he has hit 3 men. We'll see if he comes out to try to complete the game, get the shutout. Here's Hancock's first pitch to Vasallo. Big swing, and he comes up empty. So no balls and a strike. 2 finals in the majors. The Mets beat the Marlins 9-3, and Cubs win 2-0 over Texas. No balls and a strike. And there's another line drive into center field. The Atlanteans have done that all afternoon. They like to hit the ball up the middle. There's a lot of room that way. That's hit number 10 overall. And it looks like we'll have a pinch runner for Vasallo. We'll see who the new man is that takes over at first base. Looked like Saul Araz, if I saw that correctly. He's the runner at first. Can't really see the jersey number, and the first pitch is a strike. And no balls and a strike. It is Angel Morel, the runner at first. The coach held up a 1 and a 5, so we thought number 15, but he meant 6. So it is Angel Morel, pinch running for Vasallo at first base. Hancock's pitch is chopped right up the middle, and that's going to skip into center for a base hit, and Morel will stop right there at second. Both Coffrin and Kennedy went for it, and that ball did not hop. It hit the ground and stayed down low. And another base hit into center. So 2 on with nobody out, and Henry Estrada at the plate, and another pinch runner heading over to first base. So Rodriguez will walk back to the dugout. And again, we're trying to see who the pinch runner is. No jersey number on the front of the jersey, and we haven't seen his back yet. 0-1. Henry Estrada at the plate. He has scored twice. And he fouls off the first pitch. Pinch runner at first is Antonio Rawl. Raleigh, it's R-O-L-L-E. So 2 pinch runners after 2 base hits up the middle. No balls and a strike. Estrada 2 for 3. Squares around a bunt, drops it down. That's a foul ball. The ball hit the batter. The home plate umpire says the batter was still in the box, so foul ball. Gregg's right on top of it, ready to make the throw. Marcus Stroman pitched 6 scoreless innings for the Cubs as they beat Texas 2-0. Bellinger and Happ drove in the runs for the Cubbies. 2-strike pitch. There's a ground ball towards second and short rather, and Colby Kennedy comes up empty, and a run will score. We'll have to see how that one gets scored, and it's 6-0. Looked like a double play opportunity for TBC, and that ball hopped up high on Kennedy. So Morrell, the pinch runner, scores. Henry Estrada at the plate, and that's going down as a base hit into left. Took a big hop on Kennedy, and the first pitch to Estrada is in there for a strike. So the first three batters all single, resulting in a run. Still nobody out, 2 men aboard, and now the lead is 6-0. Estrada not showing bunt this time. He turned on one and pulled it foul. So no balls and 2 strikes. Hancock, a long look in. Still staring in at the sign. Nobody holding the runners, and time called. Estrada got tired of waiting. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, Hancock taking a long look in. And strike 3 called. That's the first out. Septino down on strikes. Brings up Justin Suarez. First strikeout for Derek Hancock. 1 out with 2 men aboard. We had a single up the middle, another single up the middle, and then a high bounder over Kennedy's head into left. Then the strikeout, and the first pitch misses low and inside. Eagles have 8, 9, and 1 due up, barring any changes. Juan Tejera, Josh Griggs, and Gabriel LeBron. Now we'll check the defensive alignment for the Atlanteans when they come out in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. Coffrin holding the runner. They turn and throw the ball into center field. But LeBron was backing up the play just like he should, and everybody stays put. One ball, no strikes. Hancock, a long look in. And he gets one in there for strike 1. Mets 9, Marlins 3. Marte homered. Pete Alonso also went deep for the Mets. Cooper for the Marlins. This one swung on and missed, and the ball gets by Griggs, and both runners will advance. That'll be a pass ball charged to the catcher. Estrada advances from first to second as well. Time called. Pitching coach Stephen Smith on out to the mound. We'll be right back in just a moment. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners now at second and third. The pass ball charged to the catcher. And that one broke a little too soon. Two balls, 2 strikes. All four infielders in on the grass. And the pitch. There's a ground ball into left field. Both runners will come around. The throw will stop. The runner at third. Wharton cuts it off. Then the ball gets away from Cofford, and the second run scores. That'll be an RBI single for Suarez. 1 run batted in. And then the second runner, Estrada, who had stopped at third, he scores on the error on the drop throw by Coffrin, trying to get the runner at second. 8-0, Atlantis leads. Jonathan Musteeler at the plate. 1 man out. And a pop up and out of play. No balls and a strike. And this one is popped up and fouled for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second, 3 runs are in. Hancock steps off, now back and ready. And pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That's strike 3 and out number 2. So a pair of strikeouts in the inning, but 3 runs. $8-0 to score, and Joseph Cordoba at the plate. Hancock with the pitch, and a breaking ball for a strike. No balls and a strike, 2 outs, runner at second. And Hancock with the pitch, and it's upstairs, and that evens it up at 1-1. Still very warm here at Trinity Ball Yard, mid-80s. A ball and a strike and a pitch, a breaking ball, swung on and fouled off, and the count is 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs. 8-12-0 for the Atlanteans. 0-3-2 for the Eagles. Long look by Hancock. Now the 1-2. High pop up on the infield. Tejera at first. Calling for it. Coffrin running over to cover the bag. And the out is made, and that ends the inning. 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 8-0 Atlanteans. Juan Tejera will lead things off for TBC in the bottom of the 7th. Brandon Huang has a bat. He's been warming up. We'll see if he bats for Josh Griggs. He's in the on-deck circle. Huang is. Tejera has lined out and been called out on strikes. He takes the first pitch, misses outside. Atlantis got 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 3 in the 7th. TBC has been shut out through the first 6. This is Kevin Rodriguez trying to complete the game, and he gets strike 1 on Juan Tejera. He's allowed just 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 hit batsmen, and 4 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tejera. And that one misses upstairs. That's ball 2. When this game ends, we'll stop the feed. In about half an hour later, we'll start up a brand new one for game number 2. 2 balls and a strike to Tejera. That's ball 3. There's nobody throwing in the Atlanteans bullpen. Of course, that doesn't mean they don't already have somebody ready to go just in case. Kevin Rodriguez getting a chance to get a complete game shutout. Drops down from the side and gets one in the zone. That fills up the count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Rodriguez delivers and misses outside. Tejera draws a leadoff walk. That's only the 2nd allowed by Rodriguez. And batting for Griggs will be Brandon Huang. And Brandon Huang steps into the box with Tejera at first. Nobody out. And the first time that Rodriguez has faced Huang. Huang is at 147 on the season. He's driven in 1. First pitch, swing and a miss at a high fastball. No balls and a strike. And this one misses up and away. One ball, 1 strike. And Huang started to flinch but took one outside. Time called. We're going to have a meeting at the mound. Just pitcher and a couple of infielders. Juan Tejera drew a walk to start the inning. Brandon Huang, his first at-bat. He's ahead in the count. Baltimore leads the Yankees 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th at Camden Yards. Phillies have defeated Cincinnati 5-2. That game just did go final a couple of minutes ago. Seattle 5, Cleveland 3 in the 7th in Cleveland. Astros and Twins tied at 1 at Minnesota in the top of the 8th. And that one hits Huang on the leg, and Trinity Baptist has 2 men on with nobody out. That is the 4th man that Rodriguez has hit. So Tejera's at second, Huang at first, and Gabriel LeBron at the plate. Rodriguez looking for his 4th win of the season, but he's struggling to start this 7th inning. First pitch to LeBron. He chased a fastball trying to bunt and fouled it off. Rodriguez does have one complete game. He got that against Payne College on February 24th when he allowed just one earned run and 5 hits. No balls and a strike. LeBron swinging away this time and chased another high fastball and a snap throw to first. Long is back in time, and LeBron has chased 2 up and well out of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Coffrin, Ongst, and Wharton would follow should the inning go that far. And a high fly ball right at the center fielder Moreno, who took one step and made the catch. Eagles have hit a lot of atom balls today. Brings up Sammy Coffrin, who was 1 for 3. Got a base hit to right in the 6th. That's the play that Vasallo tried to apply a tag after the base hit and catching Coffrin trying to turn towards second. Well, actually, that was Lafferty later in the inning. Same result, though, base hit to right. Coffrin 1 for 3, and he takes the strike. Inning started with a walk to Juan Tejera, then a hit batsman to Brandon Huang. Fly ball to center. So 1 out, 2 men on, 1 ball, and those strikes to Coffrin. And that one called a strike. Coffrin disagrees. He was actually moving out of the way of the pitch, but Rodriguez got the call. 1-1. This Eagles team, they don't quit. They will fight until the bitter end. Here's a 1-1 to Coffrin, and he takes it high for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Two on, 1 out. Rodriguez checks the runners and delivers. That one hit Coffrin on the arm, and the bases are loaded, and now they're going to talk about that. It's possible Coffrin is called back to the plate. If this stands, TBC will have the bases loaded and 1 out. Home plate umpire, he came out very quickly, did not hesitate. Called for the base umpire over, and I'm guessing they're talking about whether or not Coffrin made an effort to get out of the way of the pitch. Umpires are still conferring over near the mound. No decision just yet. Atlantean infielders trying to sneak a listen. And the call will stand. Hit batsman, putting Coffrin at first. And that's the 5th man that Rodriguez has hit. He's allowed just 3 hits. But now Sammy Coffrin is at first. Tejera's at 3rd. Huang now at 2nd. And Ryan Ongst at the plate. Big opportunity for TBC. If nothing else, they have a chance to gain some momentum going into game number 2. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the first pitch to Ryan Ongst. High pop foul, it's out of play. Ongst has walked, reached on an error, and laid down a sacrifice bunt, so nothing out of 1 officially. He came in at 478 with 11 runs driven in. He's also walked 10 times before today, make that 11 now. So nothing in 1, and he takes ball 2. Check that, ball 1. And now count of 1-1. There's a drive into left field. Should at least score a run. The Steeler will make the catch. Tahara will not tag. And there are 2 out. I was watching the play. Didn't watch the third base coach to see if he sent Tahara or held up. But Tahara did not tag. And Onks, instead of a sacrifice fly, has an offer in the book. Josh Wharton at the plate. Two outs, bases loaded. Rodriguez 1 out away from a complete game shutout. And a pitch. And this one is outside. One ball, no strikes. And a ground ball back to the box. Rodriguez will take it himself and step on the bag, and that's the ball game. Final score, Atlantis 8, Trinity Baptist nothing. Kevin Rodriguez goes the distance, gets a complete game shutout. He is now 4-2 on the season. Will Van Sickle takes the loss. He is now 1-6. The Atlanteans get their 20th win against only 7 losses. They are 3-1 in USCAA competition. Eagles drop to 9-19 and 0-6 in South Region play here in the NCCAA. That'll do it for game number 1. We'll stop right here, start up a new one in about half an hour when game 2 is ready to begin. I'm Ray Bureau. Stay with us.